Hey guys, welcome back to
Lifestyle of the
Plebe
Plebe
and
and
Nameless. I'm Joan.
And I'm Coco. And this is Bunny.
We finally got to watch episode 1 of Bridgerton season 2.
It was so good. There's so much to unwrap.
Yes, and it definitely brought back the season 1 Bridgerton vibes where you're just sucked into the whole ton and the whole season.
I'm ready for more Grosvenor Square tea.
If it's your first time here, welcome to our channel.
We hope that you join us by hitting that subscribe button for all of the season 2 drama.
Let's get started with the opening scene of Eloise getting ready and everyone around the house is waiting for her.
And even Daphne comes back to see her off for her debut.
Whenever the door opens, she has that big feather on top of her head.
And she's like, don't anyone say a word. Like, I dare you.
She's so nervous.
And she looks so pretty.
Yes. They also pan to the Featheringtons' household. I was not expecting them to be in that like morning outfit.
Still like a colorful morning color.
At first I thought, oh, like, is that how they look like now since they don't have money?
I thought they were just poor. Like, they couldn't afford dresses.
You see the queen, she's like waiting to find her diamond of the season. And she's like just passing all the ones. And then all of a sudden Eloise is about to go in and she's so nervous.
She was about to fall over on herself.
And you see Lady Whistledown's paper come in. And it just literally interrupts the ceremony.
And so Eloise gets saved.
By Lady Whistledown. And I think Penelope, that was like her goal anyway.
I was wondering, you think she planned that?
I think so, because she was looking like outside of her window when the whole thing was going on, trying to see if the papers got out yet.
She's such a good friend.
I know. And I love how the queen's like, oh, I gotta go read, sorry. The event's over.
Hey, but all those people got free Lady Whistledown papers.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Anthony says he has a task this season, which is to find himself a wife.
I feel like he's so put together, going about doing his Viscount duties, signing all the papers, looking like he's working overtime or something.
Not only working, he's also playing. And Daphne kind of messes with him, saying like, best of luck to you, brother. You're gonna need it.
And it seems like he has a defined like requirements list of the wife that he wants.
When he was talking to Benedict about that, he made it sound like it wasn't much of a list. Like, oh, this is gonna be so easy. But then we find out that's not it at all. He's so picky.
The amount of pickiness that he puts into his list, it made it seem like he's actually looking for his true match. He still wants to find the one.
So maybe Daphne does really know him really well because she was literally like, yeah, you're gonna need all the luck.
I loved how he was taking the initiative even outside of the balls. He's going out to like meet all the ladies on his list.
The interviews? The mom was like, interviews? What?
And then there's this girl, they were at the ice cream shop, and she was like, I can sing, I can dance, I can even divide and multiply. I'm like, girl, me too.
Props to you, girl. Joan could have gotten herself a Viscount.
I can't sing or dance. Like, I can watch Netflix, I can spend money, and I can divide and multiply.
And there you go.
Pick me.
Then we come to the meet cute moment where the leading man meets the leading woman of the season. Anthony is riding back from one of his prostitute moments. The walk of shame or the ride of shame.
And he sees another woman who's riding on her horse. And she's riding really fast. And he just assumes that she's in danger.
Yeah, like running from something.
Like, really? He's so full of himself. I feel like she's really independent, strong-willed, or like very witty.
Yeah.
And that definitely caught Anthony's attention. I also feel like once she meets Eloise, they might be really good friends because they're both like super independent women.
That's true. Eloise is probably gonna take notes from her, like, how do I avoid all these suitors like you did all these years?
But she returns home and we get introduced to the Sharmas. Lady Danbury is sponsoring their stay, and we get to meet the mother, who's Mary, and then Kate's younger sister, Edwina. And Lady Danbury's like, this season's gonna be wonderful, like, I got y'all's back.
And Kate's like, well, this isn't all of us. And Lady Danbury's like, well, who else is there? Newton!
He was so cute, that cute corgi. The dog be jumping all over her furniture.
And she kept eyeing him like, no. I did not sign up for this.
We also find out that Kate is supposedly an old maid.
She's only 26.
Is that what it meant? Because she was like
6 and 20.
6
That's
and
how
20.
they say it back then.
Oh, okay, okay.
And Kate actually is responsible for getting younger sister married off to someone with a title.
Right, because it's the grandparents on
Who
her
have
mother's
money.
side who have money, and they want the family title reclaimed.
Because they couldn't get it with Mary. Mary ran off with a clerk in India.
Mary's the biggest scandal.
She was
of her
the
time.
black sheep. Yes. Even the queen holds a grudge against her.
Yes. Lady Danbury was asking her, like, why don't you tell Edwina about it? And I loved how Kate was trying to protect her sister. She's saying that, well, I want her to find someone that she truly loves and not having her make a choice with the burden of the family on her. So that was really sweet. The first ball that we see in season 2 is the one hosted by Lady Danbury. Anthony, is escorted by his mom. She's like, the Viscount's here to find himself a wife.
I couldn't believe her.
He's actively dancing with all of the girls.
Yeah.
There's one that's funny, though. There was like a height difference with him and this girl.
Well, she just wasn't even a good dancer. Like, she was awful. She was very, like...
They were like
robotic.
They keep on missing each other's hands.
It was just bad.
It was so funny. And then Eloise, she gets there and she's escorted by Benedict.
And Benedict, once he saw someone trying to go talk to Eloise, he was like, oh, let's go get some cake. He was trying to help her out. I thought that was nice.
I know. Eloise, she goes and finds Penelope to like get away from all of the suitors after her. She has her dance card and she like fills it up with like random names.
Lord Byron, like the author.
I bet that's her type. But it's so funny though. I wonder if guys have a dance card too. Cause like why is it just the girls?
No. The girls have the dance card. Like the guys go up and ask them for a dance.
But like it's limited, you know?
Yeah.
So,
because there are only so many songs that night.
Oh. Okay, so say it's like 5 songs. She'll have like 5 names on the list.
Yeah.
Like 5 spots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, it would be a little bit unfair if the girls were limited to however many dances and then the guys could like get however many they need.
No, I'm guessing the guys just keep track of it in their head. As a guy, you would be going around the room to go ask different girls dance and you're like number 1 or number 2 and you gotta keep track like, oh, I already promised someone to dance with for the second song. I do you have number 3 open? Is number 3 free? You know?
That's hilarious.
So maybe they think women are dumber, like they can't keep track. I don't know.
But Eloise trying to take up Penelope's time, because Penelope, she's there like making note of all of the little gossip that goes around.
Yeah, she's listening to the servers.
Eloise being with her kind of makes it harder for her, because usually Penelope, after the ball, she would disguise herself as a maid and then go publish her papers.
And she even talks with an Irish accent.
Yes. She's so confident in like negotiating the prices and terms.
Yes, and she even gets a raise for the boys that deliver the papers.
She's so kind.
She's so nice.
But with Eloise taking up her time, she's late. She's like, oh, this is going to be a thing this season now.
Yeah, I guess I'll make less money.
We find out that Philippa is still with Mr. Finch.
And they're engaged.
Except she doesn't have her dowry.
Okay, now I don't understand the part where Lady Featherington explains how they're gonna have money. Like, so the new heir is supposed to come in and he's just supposed to give all his money to them? Like, just kind of take care of them? That seems so nice.
It is nice.
Right?
Like
he's just supposed to provide for all of them, all their dresses, their dowry. Who's to say that he has money to do all that with, you know?
that is really nice.
And they still live in their house and all that. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem so bad. Kate sees Anthony at the ball, and she's literally stalking him. She just follows him wherever he goes, and then she happens to overhear when he's talking to his friends that he's not really looking for love. He just wants to find someone who has good breeding to pass on to his kids. Like cattle.
Anthony finds her. And Anthony's like so surprised. He's like, ooh, this is the girl I saw who was riding horses.
And she comes for him.
She's like, what makes you think that once you find a girl who meets all of your requirements that she would even want you?
Exactly.
She said my favorite line. She's like, your character is as deficient as your horsemanship. But he was digging it. He's like, ooh, I like that. The queen has yet to name a diamond for this season.
And even Lady Whistledown is getting impatient. She even goads the queen, saying like, we're all waiting for it. What's taking her so long? And the queen's like, I will not be hustled. And then she asked the footman, like, hey, can you get me my books? The list of all the eligible women?
We come to the ball that the queen's hosting. And Lady Danbury, she's advocating, she's like campaigning for them, as you would say.
For Edwina in particular.
And Lady Danbury tells the queen that, like, yo, if you want to spice up some drama this season, name Edwina as your diamond.
Yeah, because everyone's gossiping about the mother. They wouldn't expect you to pick Edwina.
And the queen's like, ooh, yes, I like me some drama.
But then Eloise makes her introduction to the queen.
Because she didn't do it during the
Debut.
And
she accidentally charms the queen.
she's like, what have I done?
Yeah, shoot, I don't want to be the diamond. No. I was worried for her.
And she immediately runs to Penelope. She's like, oh my god, I accidentally charmed the queen.
Let's go. Let's get out of here. Before all the guys come after me.
Yeah. But they had like this sweet little talk.
Out in the field of flowers.
Yes.
It was so pretty. That was actually my favorite scene this episode because of the pretty flowers.
Mm-hmm. And they had like this really heart-to-heart talk. I didn't realize that Eloise, like, yes, she did seem super nervous, but I didn't know she had that much pressure, like, on her because, you know, she's following the footsteps of her sister. Everyone's comparing her to Daphne.
Yeah.
And she feels like she needs to
be perfect as well.
So the queen names Edwina the diamond of the season. And boy, Anthony's like, hold my beer.
Yeah. Everyone just makes a beeline for her. Like she's the unicorn. And of course, Edwina is taken aback by Anthony, like, oh, okay, you're a Viscount? Yeah, I'll dance with you.
You look nice.
And they actually got along during their dance.
Yeah, like he begins his like interview round.
Right, he wasted no time. Like, let me ask my questions. Chop, chop.
Anthony finds her like, this is the woman I want.
That's what he says to his mom. Like, she's the one I'm gonna marry.
Well, is it?
That's what he told her.
He said, she is who I shall marry whenever Kate brings Edwina away with her.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if he's saying that about Edwina or is he saying that about Kate?
He's saying that about Edwina.
I don't know.
Because he's scared of Kate. He's like very intimidated by her.
Really?
Yes. Because she's not scared of him, of speaking her mind. And he's like, oh, okay, I don't know any women like this. I don't know what to do with it.
It's so funny whenever Anthony asks, can I talk to your father? And Edwina's like, no, talk to my sister.
And he's like, oh, shoot. Why her?
I feel like Anthony's interested in Kate.
Not yet. Not yet. He needs time to simmer on it.
The episode ends with the Featheringtons returning to their house, and they see all of the new luggage that appears right in front of the door.
Okay, was that new luggage or was that all of Lady Featherington's stuff?
Oh, that is true.
That's what I was wondering. Like, is that all the stuff from her room that he moved out? Because he's like, oh, yes, I'm here, and I'm taking the bedroom. And she's like, what?
But he's super nice, though. Like
He seems like it.
Yeah.
So far.
He's from America.
No, he's not from America. His dad sent him to America.
Oh.
Yeah, he's still British. Like, he has the accent.
His accent is slightly lesser than the other ones.
You think so?
Yeah.
He does seem very nice. And
Yes.
very, very nice looking. I will say that.
He's like, oh, Philippa, I got your dowry situated. You're good to go now.
But I'm wondering what's gonna happen. Like, I don't really trust him yet. I don't think he's, like, as nice as what he's gonna become.
Right. He took away the bedroom.
Well, it is his house now. He can do whatever he wants. What is he gonna do? Sleep in a guest bedroom? Like, he owns the place now.
He didn't even ask him.
Ladies have no standing back in the day. That's the thing. Oh, that's another thing. Like, Eloise out in the field with Penelope was, like, saying how Lady Whistledown should be doing more with the paper. Like, all she's doing is saying gossip and stuff. I feel like she should be doing more with her power.
Yes, with her influence.
Yeah, and Penelope was like, oh, Okay. The next Lady Whistledown paper comes out, and we see that Eloise's words did strike a chord with Penelope, and Penelope is using her voice now to try to turn societal norms and thoughts like on top of its head. Saying like, women shouldn't just be judged by their dancing skills. They should be judged by their accomplishments and who they really are.
And I feel like it kind of coincides with like the female leads in this season, because last season Daphne, she was the girl that fit into the societal norms of that time, wanting to get married, wanting to have kids. But in this season we see like very strong female leads who are like just independent and want more for themselves, like Kate and Eloise.
Right. So I'm interested to see what else Lady Whistledown is going to use her voice for. And one of my predictions this season is that Eloise is going to find out who Lady Whistledown is. Like, there's already hints of it.
And it's so funny because last season Anthony was the one giving Daphne a hard time of finding a suitor. And then this time it's Kate giving Edwina a hard time.
Benedict is still there giving Anthony a hard time because the Modiste woman showed up at their house one day. And we see the Modiste woman giving Benedict the cold shoulder. And Anthony is like, hey, are you still seeing that Modiste woman? And Benedict says to him, like, have you found a wife yet?
And I wonder what happened to that Modiste lady, because it seems like she left town, you know, once the season was over and she was back.
And why is she giving Benedict the cold shoulder? Like, what is going on there? Does she find herself somebody in the meantime?
And when is Colin going to be back?
I'm thinking next episode.
Hopefully.
Next episode.
He better be back. I miss him.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see him all along. If you stayed with us this far, leave us a diamond emoji.
Because now we know who the diamond of the season is.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up.
Hit that subscribe button for more reaction and reviews from us for season 2.
Don't forget to ring the notification bell for new updates from this channel.
And follow us on Instagram at PLEB Nameless. We have lots of exclusive content for you there.
Thanks for watching. See you guys next time on Lifestyle of the Plebe and Nameless. Bye. We hope that you I can't do it. Can you say it? I don't know why. What happened?
Oh my God.